Welcome to Yoga with Subhash. In this session, we will be practicing a gentle backward bending pose called the Purvottanasana. In English, it is known as either the upward plank or the reverse plank pose. So let's get started. Let's begin by sitting on your mat with the legs stretched out in front. Legs are straight, feet together. Place the hands comfortably alongside the body, right next to the hip area. Take a couple of easy breaths and then just slide the hands back behind you, about 6 to 8 inches behind you. You can either keep the palms facing the front toward your feet or you can keep the palms facing backwards. Once you experiment with the asana, you will know which of these hand positions is most comfortable for you. To get started with the pose, we'll press with the palms firmly into the ground and begin to lift your buttocks up higher. While you're lifting the buttocks up, at the same time try to point the toes away from you toward the floor. As you go up also, make the effort to roll the shoulders back so you're closing the gap between the shoulder blades, which will lift the chest higher as well. So you're lifting the buttocks higher, chest higher, and gently, if it feels comfortable, you can tilt the head back. If it bothers your neck to tilt the head back, keep it in the center. Stay there for 2 or 3 breaths and then very slowly release the buttocks down and come back to the original position. Take an extra breath or 2 and we'll repeat the same move one more time. So once again, slide the hands back about 6 to 8 inches behind you. Palms are flat on the ground. Press with the palms. Lift the buttocks up. While lifting the buttocks up, make the effort to point the toes away and down toward the floor. Also, roll the shoulders back to close the gap between the shoulder blades. Lift the chest higher. So the buttocks are up high, chest up high, and if you feel comfortable, tilt the head back gently. Maintain this position for 2 or 3 more breaths only if it's comfortable. Otherwise, come down at any time. And then slowly come down. Once again, come back to the original position. Relax there for a moment. The counter stretch for the Purvottanasana is the familiar forward bending pose called the Paschimottanasana. So let's do that pose. So to get started, as you inhale, stretch the arms in front and then raise them up. Pull the hands up to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, begin to bend forward. And finally, bending all the way forward, your effort is to bring the hands to the toes. If that's not comfortable for you, you can use a strap around your feet to get into the pose. Just stay there for 2 or 3 breaths. Every time you inhale, you can lengthen the spine, and every time you exhale, you can gently make an effort to close the gap between the chest and the thigh. And after a couple of breaths, slowly raise the arms up to a vertical position and then release the hands down. And relax for a few moments now. And next, we'll do a variation of this Purvottanasana. It's called the reverse tabletop posture. For this asana, you will make sure that your hands and the feet remain exactly where they are throughout the movement. So once again, as you press with the palms down, lift the buttocks up. As you lift the buttocks up, you bring the feet flat on the ground. So knees are vertical and they are at a 90-degree angle. And then you roll the shoulders back to lift the chest up higher. And also, if you feel comfortable, like we did in the previous pose, you can tilt the head back. Your body is in the shape of the tabletop. And then as you exhale, you want to come down, but before you put the buttocks down on the ground, keep the buttocks hanging in there, then slide them back to their original spot, that is between the palms, and then drop them to the ground. Pause. Take an extra breath here if you need to, and then we'll repeat this movement maybe 4 more times. So as you inhale, lift the buttocks all the way up, hold the shoulders back so the chest is up, keep the feet flat on the ground, knees vertical, body in the shape of the tabletop. As you exhale, bring the buttocks down, but again slide them back between the palms before you allow them to rest on the ground. And at your own pace, do this a couple more times. Inhaling, going up, pausing there for a couple of moments, and then exhaling, coming down. And once you're done with the next sequence, and just come back and relax for a moment. And once again, we'll practice the counter stretch called the Purvottanasana. That's exactly what we did earlier. So keep the feet together, legs are straight. As you inhale, raise the arms up all the way. Pull the arms up to lengthen the spine. Keep the spine lengthened, and then as you exhale, begin to bend forward. If the hands do not comfortably reach the feet, you can use a strap. Otherwise, use the hands to hold on to the toes. And as you exhale, you may attempt to drop the chest further down. When you inhale, just become aware of the spine being lengthened. You try not to round the spine. And then as you inhale the next time, raise the arms up. And then as you exhale, release. I will sit comfortably in the cross-legged position now. And again, a very gentle, relaxing stretch. Keep the hands in front on the floor, and then slide the hands away very gently. Just again, giving a nice relief to the spine. And finally come back up and sit down in a very relaxed posture. I thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed practicing with me using this video. I look forward to receiving any feedback or comments that you might have, and hope to see you back in a future video. Namaste, and have a great rest of the day.